Good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world of group trucks, Asia and joint ventures. My name is Bengt-Göran Ingemar Rosqvist, but please do call me BG. And I'm the Driver Development Manager here in HQ. Welcome to the second episode of our series 5 Minutes with BG, where we tackle tips and tricks on driver development. We have received some questions about driver well-being and fatigue management. These two topics are the topics for this episode. Please do continue to send in requests and proposals for topics to our email address at support.uddriverdevelopment@uddtrucks.com. The first topic on safety has been a success so far, and we see numerous comments coming in, but don't forget we need you out there to tell us what topics you would like to see handled. So don't hesitate and send us a message or leave us a comment. And we'll make sure that one of the next episodes is dedicated to the things that you want to see. In this episode, we will be talking about driver well-being and fatigue management. Both topics are essential to being a safe driver out there on the road. As a driver, it is important to balance work and rest, as well as maintaining your body in a physically and mentally fit state of mind in order to have a good quality of life and avoid fatigue-related situations. So let's get started. Let's talk about driver well-being and discover what this is all about, shall we? Ergonomics. Your body suffers from incorrect work postures, which may cause muscle strains and sprains. Good work ergonomic and driver well-being starts with entering the truck in a safe manner, with the 3 points of contact. Then to make sure you are seated in a comfortable position and have adjusted the steering wheel to a position that suits your body size. All these are aimed at providing you with a work environment that is safe and comfortable. Handling goods, especially when it needs to be unloaded by hand, requires physical strength and fitness. Staying fit and alert whilst driving the truck or loading and unloading is also very important to your well-being as a driver, since this helps to prevent muscle aches and pains. Even though loading and unloading may seem to be risky, the most safety-critical task you ever will undertake is driving, and to perform this safely, you must stay fit and alert. Physical fitness. To stay fit and alert, drivers need to perform some basic exercises regularly. As you can see from the graphs, the typical truck driver doesn't burn as much calories as the active truck driver. Unburned calories tend to stack up on your body weight and make you overweight. By adopting an exercise routine using all some of the samples shown in the picture, you can improve your physical fitness and prevent obesity. Remember never to overdo your exercises and always stop if you feel it is too much for you. So what kind of exercises can we do while on the road? It's good to start with a stretch and warm-up lap. Walk around your truck 1 or 2 rounds. Push-offs from your truck 10 times. 10 step-ups. Use the footsteps of your truck. 10 squats. 10 bicep curls. You can use a bottle of water for added weight. Shoulder lateral raises. Also here you can use the water bottle. 10 front shoulder raises. Also with this one you can use a water bottle. Tricep push-offs and 10 rowing actions. Also this one with a water bottle. For health checks and monitoring, your health is as important to all drivers as it is to have your UD truck regularly serviced. An annual health check is a good way to monitor your health and the general condition of your body. It is especially important to have your blood pressure and heart condition checked. since these components of your body are dependent on a healthy lifestyle with exercise and the right kind of nourishment. Consult your physician if you suffer from daytime sleeplessness, have difficulty sleeping at night, or take frequent naps. Vision. Good vision is critical for safe driving. Your vehicle control is based on what you see. If you cannot see clearly, you will have trouble identifying traffic, roadway conditions, potential trouble, and also to respond in a timely manner. You should have your eyes checked regularly by an eye specialist. If you need glasses for driving, always wear them, even if driving a short distance, especially if your driver license requires them. Keep an extra set of glasses in your vehicle. Now, this brings us to your food intake. Food and nourishment. The food you enjoy along the roads vary greatly in quality and quantity. Even though a traditionally prepared meal may take longer to cook, it is well worth waiting for, since it contains a more varied intake of nutrients for your body. Salads are an excellent choice as a standalone meal or as a light meal before a long night drive. Skip all fatty snacks like chips, cookies and candy. Instead buy fruit, veggie sticks or nuts, since these contain both fruit sugars and vitamins that your body needs to stay alert. It's important to try to eat at regular times, even when you are on the road. A lunchbox prepared at home that you may enjoy at a sunny lay-by along the route is a welcome break from monotony and noisy restaurants. Eat in moderation, do not overeat, and avoid filling meals before a long night drive, since this may make you sleepy or drowsy. Which in turn brings us to work and rest hours. Work and rest hours may be based on your country's legislation. Different regulations may apply. That's why we will provide you with some general advice. Make sure you are well rested before your trip. At least 7 to 8 hours of sleep are needed to maintain alertness. The normal rhythm for us humans is to be active for about 12 hours, then we need some 12 hours to wind down and recuperate. Here we show an example of how drivers' working hours during a 24-hour period may be regulated. Try to plan your driving so that you can take rest breaks every 2 hours and never drive longer than 4 hours without a break. Avoid medications that cause drowsiness. Check with your doctor when you are prescribed medication if it is safe to drive. Consult your physician if you suffer from daytime sleepiness, have difficulty sleeping at night, snoring or sleep apnea, or have to take frequent naps. Which brings us to the quality of rest and refreshing. Rest and refresh. Make sure you get the rest and sleep that your body needs, and always follow your country's legal requirements for driving and rest hours. Make your cab and bunk bed as comfortable as possible to make sure you can sleep well and get a good rest. Depending on the climate in your country, you may want to fit out the bunk bed differently, but you have a good pillow. Blankets and sheets are important to make your bunk personal and comfortable. Personal hygiene is also important to stay healthy and fresh during long trips. Find service areas or fuel stations that have good facilities for drivers with washrooms, etc., and whenever possible take a shower and change clothes. Regularly clean out your cab to make sure there is not too much dust and dirt that you will breathe in whilst you sleep. It will be necessary to sleep at awkward times and drive at night, so here are some tips for night driving. Night driving puts high demands on a driver and requires undivided attention. There are more hazards at night, such as other drivers, wild animals and situations along the road. Plan ahead and make sure you have a good rest in a dark room and get some sleep, preferably 7 to 8 hours. Be attentive and pay attention, since hazards are more difficult to spot, which gives you less time to react. If you are caught by surprise, it is more difficult to handle in a rational way to prevent the accident. If starting your shift in the evening, try to go through a morning and breakfast routine, since this will help to put your body in the right mood. Avoid using dark or tinted glasses at night. Tinted lenses cut down the light that you need to see clearly under night driving conditions. It can take several seconds to recover from glare. Even 2 seconds of glare blindness can be dangerous. A vehicle driving at 70 km per hour will travel 40 meters in this time. Protect yourself from glare and eye strain with sunglasses. Keep cool by opening the window or using the air conditioner. Avoid heavy foods. Caffeine consumption can increase awareness for a few hours, but do not drink too much. It will eventually wear off. Do not rely on caffeine to prevent fatigue. Avoid drugs. While they may keep you awake for a while, they will not make you alert. If you are drowsy, the only safe cure is to get off the road and sleep. If you don't, you risk your life and the life of others. Nearly 60% of truck drivers have driven while feeling sleepy, and 36% actually admit to having fallen asleep at the wheel in the past year. However, many people cannot tell if or when they are about to fall asleep. Here are some signs that should tell you to stop and rest. Difficulty focusing your eyes, frequent blinking or heavy eyelids, yawning repeatedly or rubbing your eyes, daydreaming, wandering or disconnected thoughts, trouble remembering the last driven stretch, missing exits or traffic signs, trouble keeping your head up, drifting from your lane, following too closely or hitting a shoulder rumble strip, feeling restless and irritable. When you are tired, trying to push on is far more dangerous than most drivers think. It is a major cause of fatal accidents. If you notice any signs of fatigue, stop driving and go to sleep for the night, or take a 15 to 20 minute power nap. Haven't had enough sleep, i.e. sleep deprived or fatigued. 6 hours of sleep or less triples your risk. Are you suffering from sleep loss, insomnia, sleep apnea, poor quality sleep, or a sleep debt? Have you been driving long distances without proper rest breaks in between? Driving through the night, mid-afternoon, or when you would normally be asleep? Many truck accidents occur between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. Taking sedating medications, cold tablets, antihistamines. Working more than 60 hours a week increases your risk by 40%. Working more than one job, and your main job involves shift work. Driving alone on a long, rural, dark or boring road. Consider what we just said and do the right choice for you. It may save your or someone else's life. Well, this brings us to the end of the second module, and I hope that it has brought you some new insights. Feel free to use this module in your training sessions, and as always, for any questions or comments, please send them to support.uddriverdevelopment@uddtrucks.com. It was nice to have this interaction with you all, and see you in a couple of weeks for the next module. Have a good one.